Hi, good morning. It's me, Teacher Zhang. Welcome to today's art class. So we are going to draw a lotus flower. So what you need to do first is to create the construction drawing. So for the stem, we're just gonna make it as simple as possible as a line, and then we're gonna create a oval shape on this one for the middle part of the flower, and then we're gonna create an outer shape, which is this one, to represent the perspective or the shape, the actual or general shape of the lotus flower or the petals. Now after that one, what you need to do is divide the petals per section. What I like to do is to create a pizza shape, something like that. Now after you divide the petals into shapes or proportions, what you need to do now is to start and sketch the outlines of the flower. Does it need to be too detailed at first? You just have to slowly place everything and then pay attention to the front part, which has the perspectives, because this will define on what's the closest to the eye compared to the petals that's at the back. So try to construct it uh, as loosely as you can. Pay also attention to the perspectives and the angles. Keep it loose at first. Don't get caught too much on the details, but rather construct the petals one by one. Now pay attention to some cuts or overlapping lines of the flower. If you notice, there is an overlapping line here and there's an underneath line to that area. Make sure that you overlap this one because we want this one to be on top of the other one. Overlapping lines are mostly used in animation to define a simplified drawing that's one is on top of the other. So once you overlap this line, it will automatically look that this one's at the back. Now pay attention to this one. Slowly build it up first. After you construct this one, what you need to do is pay attention to the folds, because flowers will have those. Now once you've construct the image, before proceeding to the other areas, make sure that you checked the perspective, the height of your image, and if you think you are correct, then you could now go and proceed to the second layer. Now for the second layer, still work on the construction as simple as possible. Folds and then overlapping lines. Try to look on which one is on top and try to check the perspectives. Okay. Another area you need to pay attention is the tip of the lotus flower. Mostly it is pointy yet curved instead of a sharp point like this. So try to smoothen the point top part of the flower. Okay, now that you have this, so try to pay attention to this one. This one needs to overlap because we want this one to be on top of the two petal at the back. Now, before proceeding directly to this area, you need to fill this one first, so you could check the overall balance of the flower. And then you could now work on this one. Simplify it first, and while you shade, you could simplify it as much as you can. So when you shade, you could now start putting more detail on the curve areas. But once while you are sketching the outline, try to simplify it as much as possible. Then after that one, you need to work on this area. Pay attention to the corners. If it overlaps or hit the other area, if it doesn't, try to adjust your drawing. We're running out of screen space, so I'll try to adjust this one here, and then curve it again. Okay, now there's a underneath layer leaf or flower, and then work on this one as well. So when you work on the right side of the petal, try to counterbalance it by working on the left side or working on the other side, so you could always be sure that you are on the right perspective while you are building everything all together. Now, once you're done with this one, we need to pay attention on building this petal. So again, perspective drawing, pay attention to it. If you notice, this one would overlap because it has a bigger scoop or a curve line. See how perspective change because of a simple adjustment on the lines. And after that one, you need to pay attention on the other side, which is this, and then work on this one. This area will be cut. Oops, sorry. Will be cut here, and then last two shapes will be this one and then oops, you need to adjust this one, and then last is this area. There you go. And then it has another, don't forget this one, especially the little details. Try not to forget the little details of the flowers or the petals, because it will give you more of a defined drawing. Now that we have a fully construct image, now you can now start working on the details. So when you're working on the details, I want you to pay attention, and if you need to adjust, then by all means adjust your drawing. So there you have it. It's a construction drawing of a lotus flower. I will see you guys on your art class schedules. I will post this link or the video on YouTube, and I will send you the link. Detailed version of this one are drawn on papers, and I will send it to your emails. For the non-paying student, you could still use this guide as a reference to learn how to draw, but the detailed instruction per leaf or per petal will be reserved to paid students of Studio Andelino and World of Arts. So this is Teacher Jeng. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Stay home, stay safe. Up until then, love and peace.